Well, hi there. How you doing? It's me again, and we're back in the RedStone world, and well, today we're going to build a cow farm, and as you can see, there's a big hole behind me. So we are going to jump right in here and get after it. So the first thing is, this is going to be, part of it's going to be buried underground. So our X coordinate, this one, is going to be 9 blocks. Our Z coordinate, which is going to be this one, is 22 blocks. And our Y coordinate is 4 blocks. So it's 9 by 22 by 4 deep. Okay? So that's what we're going to start with today. And I decided to set you up because there's so many different things in here that are going to happen. I've decided to set you up with a list of how many you're going to need for different things. We are going to need some quite a bit of building materials here today, so I'm just going to grab those onesies and twosies that I need because I'm in creative. So and you can look at how many you're going to need eventually. So those tough bricks, you're going to need 262 of them. The tough brick walls, you're going to need 83 of those, and the chiseled tough bricks, you're going to need 17 of those. The chests, you're only going to need 4 of them. So we'll start with this and hop down in here and set the stuff up. So the first thing that I need to let you know is that this is in here backwards. So we're going to put it in the right way. So it's going to be orange because it's, you know, in there the wrong way for Lightmatica, but that's okay. So we're also going to create a corner setup. So if we're going to put our controls down at this end, which is what I think is a good idea, because here's the street, and you're going to want to be able to walk into where the... let me actually show you. I've done some changing with the Lightmatica, so it's a little bit easier to see things. So let's take a look at sort of what this is going to look like. So it's going to sit underground, part of it is, and you're going to have the ability to just walk in and see the cows because they're going to be in here. So that's what we're going to do, is you're going to see part of it above the ground, but part of it is also going to be below the ground, and we're going to have to put some stairs in so that you can get down here to see the calves while they're growing up. Okay. With that said, let's go back into Lightmatica and get this done. Alright, so we're going to go down back into the single layer configuration because it's easier for you guys to see it if we're building it. So we've decided that the controls and all that are going to be on this side. So we're going to start at this end, and we're going to put down a block here, which is a corner block, and then we're going to count from that block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put down another corner block. So this is going to be a total of 7 by 19 as far as the base building is concerned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now, we're also going to come out 19 blocks. So count this one. 1, 2, 3, 19 blocks this way. At the end of that 19 blocks, you're going to put down another one of the corners. This is a chisel. This is a chisel block. And we're going to make this whole thing between one chisel block and the other chisel block just out of brick. Out of tough brick. Alright. Then we're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing again, except this one is going to have a 1, 2, 3. It's going to skip one. And then it's going to have a corner here. Okay, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. Okay? So this one's going to skip because we've got to put a bunch of hoppers in here. So when we get to this corner here, we're going to fill 4 blocks in. Except I put them in the wrong place, so that's not going to be helpful. We're going to fill in those 4 blocks. And then we are going to get our walls. And we're going to put walls in here. Just like that. Alright, and then over here on the other side, we're going to go 2 blocks from the wall. 1, 2, and then the 3rd block. So right here, this has got to remain open. So let me show you what we did. So we put in 4 blocks here. We left a space open, and then we put down a block. We want to come back in here and grab this and make it all the way across. Alright, so far so far. This is looking from the front. And you can see that it's just corners at 19 blocks. There's 19 blocks in that, and then 7 blocks the other direction. And basically the entire bottom of the build, not the roof structure, just the bottom of the build is going to sit on this footprint. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go over here and get some hoppers. I don't have any on me. So the hoppers that we're going to need are 33. So we're going to grab these hoppers, and you're going to see, we're going to put them into this chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then we're going to put them in the side this way. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you can see the arrows. The arrows create a line that goes straight to the chest. And then the arrows on the other side, over here, are all flowing into the arrows going to the chest. Okay? So that is layer 1 complete. Alrighty, next layer up. It's not gonna need any hoppers, so we're gonna put away the hopper. It's also not gonna need any chests. We're gonna put away the chest. It is going to need some other stuff. Look down here and make sure that I have those things in my hand. Let's see. Yes, 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 and no. Okay, so we are going to need some trapdoors. So trapdoors we're going to need in this build. We're going to need 59 spruce trapdoors. Now you can use any kind of wood you want. I used the spruce because I just like the trapdoors better. We're just going to walk along here and put these down right on top of those hoppers. And in order to get these on here, a lot of times you have to crouch to get them to set. see another line here, but we're not going to be able to put those in until we get the next layer up. So we're just going to do the blocks here. Here's the corner. Do the corners first. And then we'll run corner there, corner there. Okay? So let's go down, back down to the end wall here. And we're going to put block, block, block. And then right here, there's going to be 2 walls. One there, one there. Okay? Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to run blocks down this wall to the other corner. Okay. Then we're going to run blocks down this to this corner. You're going to go right over that hopper. That's fine. Once we get to this corner, we're going to put 2 blocks down, and that's going to be the end of that thing. Then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks down here. We're going to go right down this, go all the way down. Go right down this one, all the way down, there. Right here, we're going to have 2 more walls. Now, I'm going to show you all this again. So, the chamber, which has got the trapdoors on it, at either end, there are walls instead of blocks. Okay, at either end of the chamber here, there are walls instead of blocks. And those walls will go all the way up to the pen, to the top pen. I'll show you that, but that's what it's going to do. Now we want to also make sure that we get, from this wall, leave 1 empty and then put a brick. And then count 1, 2, 3 and put another brick. 1, 2, 3 and another brick at 4. 1, 2, 3 and another brick at 4. And then you should have them in the right places and they should be good to go there. Alright, so now we have the pieces we need in place except for these trapdoors here. So the next level up is actually going to be glass. So what I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you go ahead and put the corners on because, oops, that's not a corner. Have you put the corners on? It's just easier to see them if they're not, if Lightmatic is not on that. So let's go ahead and put those corners in, and then we'll move up a step. If you look here, there's those walls again. Right there at the end of the killing chamber, and there's another set right here at the end of this chamber. Okay? Alright, so the next thing we need is we're going to need some gray glass. So let's go over here and look, and it says we're going to need 15 pieces of that. So we're going to grab the gray glass, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces of glass. Now, if we step back down, you can see that these, oops, wrong keys. These trapdoors need to be under here. So just walk along and put these under the glass. That's going to keep the babies from getting out. It's also going to keep the lava from getting out. And getting where we don't want it, because we don't want the lava to be able to kill the babies. So that's what that will do for you. Alright, so let's move back up again and then get the blocks that we need. So there's 2 blocks right here next to the glass. And there's your end block here next to those 2 fence posts, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 next to the corner. 1, and these guys here go all the way down. Oops, I missed. Like so. Then let's see here. Then we can do this one here, so it comes down across here to the other corner. Okay. Now we're going to need dispensers. So I come over here, and you're going to need 4 dispensers. And those dispensers are going to go right here. Now let's start at the end again. So starting at the end, you skip 1, and then you put 1 down right where that extra block was that we put down on the layer before. Okay, so just move along here and do that right where that block is. You see the extra block? That's where the dispensers go. So once we get them in there, we don't need any more of these. I also don't need any more glass, so we'll get rid of that. So now I do need the blocks. So we're going to put blocks in here. Everywhere where there's not a dispenser on this wall, there needs to be a block. There should be 3 blocks between the dispensers except on the front and the back end. Alright, looks like that. Now I also need a button. So let's go get us a button. Oops, wrong way. Just call me AC, wrong way. Now I'm going to use a red button for this. This is a mangrove button, and I'm only going to need this one. And I am going to need some repeaters, which you're going to need 6 of. And I'm going to need some redstone dust, so I'll get that too. Alright. First thing to note is the button that I use is a red one because I want everybody to know that when you push that, something happens. Okay, so the next part of this is repeaters. So on each one of these blocks where the dispenser's at, you want to put a repeater down. That's the first part of it. Then, where this button is, you need to put down 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of redstone, and then turn the corner and put down a repeater. Then you need to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of redstone, and another repeater. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of redstone. Okay. Now we want to make sure that works all the way down, so I'm going to hit the button and make sure that all that lights up, and then it comes back off. Okay, so that is working, and we do have our walls in place and everything in place so that when we put lava in these dispensers, the lava won't get out. So that is something that I didn't put on my list over here, but all you have to do is get yourself, go into your tools and utilities and get yourself a few buckets, actually 4 buckets of lava. One of them will go in each one of the dispensers, and this is what's gonna cook your meat for you. So we'll come in here, we'll open this, it's in here, open this, it's in here, open that, put that in there, and last but not least, this guy. Okay. So there's that. If I push the button, the lava should come out. It should fill the chamber, but not escape the chamber. So it's working right. So we're going to push the button again, and that should cause it to retract the lava. So now that we know it's working right, whatever you do, don't stand in that chamber and have a friend push that button, because you're not going to like the outcome of that deal. Alright, let's go build up another block, another set of blocks. Once again, I'm going to ask that you do the corners first. It makes this a whole lot easier to notice. Alright, so right here, we've got more walls at the end of the chamber. So you put the walls up. There. And there. Alright. And then the rest of this is going to be just blocks. So these guys here are just going to be blocks. Now, the space in here needs to stay open for the redstone, but you do need a top on it. So you're going to have to put this all the way down here. So we're just going to run from corner to corner to start with. So now your corners are done. So now we'll jump in here, and we're going to put blocks all the way down. And then we're going to get over here and do them like this. Okay. Oops. Alright, so there's that. Now the next thing that you're going to see in the Lightmatica is you're going to see the chains. So we need to get chains. And in the chains you're going to have 30 of them. So the easiest way to do this is to just go here and put a chain on one side. And then come around and do the other side. Now, the cows are going to stand on these chains. Full-grown cows can't go in between this. Babies can. So the full-grown cows are going to stand on the chains. They're going to breed, and they're going to drop the babies into the chamber. The babies get down in this chamber. If I can do it. There we go. And they are below the level of the lava. I am having trouble with my voice. Okay. So they are going to be standing on these down here, and their heads will be just below the level of the lava. So babies won't be killed in here by the lava. But once they become adults, they grow up tall enough to where the lava will hit them, and it'll take them out and cook them, and their hide and the steak will be dropped in here, and that's how it works. Okay, so now we've gotten to the floor area, to the level with the ground outside. So we're going to do the next step. Don't believe I need any more chains, so I'm going to get rid of those. I don't need any more of those either. Okay, so now it's going to be blocks again, and walls again. This time we're going to put a wall all the way down this one. Except for our corners. Now this time the corners only go up to here. On either end here, this end doesn't come up. So go ahead and put the walls in where they are requested. So at the end where the where your button and all that are, skip one, put a post down, and then count 3 blocks, and then on 4th block put another post. Count 3 blocks, on 4th one put another post. 1, 2, 3. There's the post. 1, 2, 3. There's the post. Now, we also have a whole set of blocks here. They go all the way down to the other end except for one spot. That spot. On these sides in the chamber, once again, we have walls. Okay? It doesn't allow the babies to get stuck. They can fall through on the edges too. So that's what that does. Alright, so we're gonna go get some I need something and I don't remember. Oh, the gate. So there's only a single gate here. That's all you're gonna need. And this is for those of you who are playing survival, that if you need to bring animals in here, you're going to have to open the gate and bring them through the gate into the chamber. And the easiest way to do that is to just not get caught. Is to actually walk along this wall, I think, with food. Before you build the next one up. Then you're going to have to build in a hurry or they're going to be hopping out on you. Okay? Alright, so let's go up with the next one. Stop. Oh, need some more trapdoors. Okay, so here now we have wall. So there's wall, 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 and there's wall all along here. And all this does is it keeps them from jumping up on the block and getting out. This one needs to be brick. There needs to be a wall there. Whoops. One too many. Oh, I believe it is raining in the desert southwest. That's interesting. Okay, so And we're going to get some more trapdoors because we need a few more of these. So we're going to put the trapdoors here. Whoops. They want to be this way. That's okay. Alright. And then yeah, we're good. And then next up is some more. Except now we have some more walls in here that come in wrong placement. There we go. And that's where that one goes because it's going to help with the roof. So that's what we're getting to is the roof part of it. And it's going to overhang a little bit, but it's what it should do. Alright. So now we're going to go up one more. Oops. And now we're done with all this stuff. So now what we need are some wood things. So the first thing we need is spruce strip logs. We are going to need that and that. The strip logs you're going to have, it looks like you're going to need 89 of those, 130 stairs, and 2 spruce slabs. We're also going to need these guys here, which are going to be 114 polished blackstone stairs and polished blackstone slabs. Now, also we're going to need some buttons here. So the oak buttons there's going to be 6 of those, and I sort of do this in a pretty typical way for roofs. That one's going to be we're going to break it as we go thing because it's not facing the correct direction. So the idea here is to build the spruce right along here. Come all the way to there. Boy, I'm telling you, my coffee's not even helping. I'll go across this way. Like that. And across this way. Like so. And then we're going to put one of these dark buttons on each end. There. It's just decorative, it doesn't do anything. There and there. Then we're going to make the fascia for the roof by using stairs. Now, if you're a solar roof, you can also use diorite, or I wouldn't use quartz. It doesn't look right. Anything that has a stair to it that is sort of white in color, you can use those. I use the black ones because you know, I grew up in the days when the roof tiles were made out of petroleum products. Okay, so we've put that on there. So that at that point, I'm going to turn off Lightmatica because I don't need it anymore to show you any of this. So we'll just turn this off, and I'll show you the rest of it, the way I build it. So pretty much every house has a wood fascia. To make that wood fascia, you can go a stair up and then one upside down behind it, and then we're going to do another stair up on both sides, and then another upside down stair behind it, and one last one here like this, and then we're going to take this guy and stick him in here, and we're going to put a plank there, and then put this one in this way, and then another button. And then we're going to take this all the way over to the other side. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the button on it right now. Don't worry about it. Okay, so same thing, just different side of the house. Upside down. Right side up. Upside down. Right side up. Right here is where you put the slabs. Right there and right there. Now that's got your fascia. Now you need to enclose the roof. You could literally leave it open if you wanted to, but I enclosed mine. So you're going to put a block here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to have to come back over here and break that one and turn it around. Then you're going to do 1, 2, 3. Same thing here. Break that block and come back around for it. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around as well. You want these to all be going in the same directions. Now if you look at the end of the building, it looks right. Okay, so now we get to play with the stairs. This is never a fun job, but it doesn't go too slowly. So we're going to put the black stairs this way. Well, maybe not that way. Maybe this way. No, I believe I'll put it there. There you go. Go to the other side. Do the same thing. Well, not entirely the same thing. Maybe something a little different, like where you're supposed to be. Then we're going to hop inside the house, or inside the barn, or in this case, and use your spruce stairs and go upside down. Just like that. And then here. And you're going to hop out and use your black stairs again on top of those stairs, upside down stairs. Go around to the other side. Do these as well. Now you have this beam up here so you can actually finish the black stairs out. So just use the beam as the backup. And fly around to this side, do the same thing. Now get your slab and do this. Now the only thing that's missing is lighting and your cattle and the cows. So you can go in here and get some lights. It says 9 here. And we have used everything on here for the purpose it was meant to do. So what I do is I jump up here and then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the middle. And there's 9. And I usually put ones out here, 3 in the middle, 4 on the outside, that's 7. Now the next thing that has to happen is we have to have some stairs. And I didn't include that in this. I should have done that, but I didn't include it. So I beg your pardon. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this stairwell right here. Now, there's a couple of schools on this. One says that this should not have been hollowed out. I'm sort of in that same school vein because I don't see a point in having this hollowed out. But it was easier to show you how to build this because I did have it hollowed out. So yeah, there's that. Okay, now the next thing that needs to happen is we need to enclose this so that anybody who wants to walk into this can actually do what they need to do. And what I try to do here is I'll put trapdoors like 3 of them here and then fill the rest in sandstone, and then I'll put 3 lights down here as well. For the most part, 2 is usually enough. So like that. Put 1 in this corner. And 1 in this corner. And if we check the lighting, it's fine. Nothing will spawn down here. Alright. And you can just close that up like that. And that has built our cattle farm. Now the only thing there is left to do is, oh, and I forgot something here. I did actually forget something. I forgot that one might need a place to store the cow food. So now we're going to go in and grab a couple of stacks of wheat because cows are particularly happy with wheat. So I'm going to throw a few of these in there, and I'm going to keep one with myself. I am also going to go and get in these cute little eggs that they've now put in here because they sort of look like cows, even though this one doesn't look like the cows it spawns, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 20 adults in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whoops. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we got 20 nice cows in here. I'm going to jump up on this, and I'm going to feed them all. Here you go. Here you go, kids. Come on. Eat it. Eat it up. Make yourself some babies. And there you go. Keep going. You can eat yourself some make yourself some babies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So now that we've done that, we're going to run back and forth like this so that the babies can fall in. So now, we should be able to go down here and see a bunch of babies. And you will have some XP from those babies being made. But the thing that you have to remember about the babies is, in this case, that why I didn't get a whole bunch of it is because I'm in creative and not in survival. So we're going to just make these kids run back and forth for just a minute while the other ones above decide whether they're going to hop down here or not. Now, let's feed them. Okay, everybody calm down. See if there's any more babies up there falling. I don't see any more. Okay, so we're going to leave these guys alone for a little while. Toss the food back in there, close this up, and that. We're just waiting for the babies to grow up, but so that pretty much is the cow farm for you. It's not a bad looking little place. Let's take a fly around here so you can take another sort of peek at it. It's not a bad looking place. It sort of looks like a cow barn. Got some protection for those animals. So what we'll do is we'll sort of hang around a little bit here and just wait for the babies to grow up. And then I'll show you as soon as I can. Let's do some running, kids. You gotta get some nice, strong bodies on you here. So we're gonna just keep you running. Keep you running. Okay, feed him. Okay, so you want to be very careful not to feed adults in this bottom pen, because they will breed and then you'll be sort of turned around backwards. Now at a certain point along here, you can come back in here and feed these girls and they will start producing babies again. So that's what we're trying to do, is get more babies. And some of the babies will be growing up and some of them will not. So this lava will not affect them. So you can see that there's a couple of full-grown cows in here now. They're gonna get them all running. Get them all running. Alright. So now you can see that there are 2, 3. They're starting to grow up. So what you do in order to get this taken care of is you come down here and watch the button. So the button will go in, come out, go in and push it back in again, and that's enough of a pulse for, in most cases, to kill those cows. Alright, so now you see that there's no big cows left in here. Now you may lose a baby or two, but for the most part we got 6 steaks and a piece of leather. Okay? So that's how it works. The more you feed them, the more babies they have. This is going to be your stagnant count of cows. Okay, so there should be 20 of them in here. Every so often you may actually get a 21 or a 22 that grow up and don't fall through, but most of the time they'll fall through. So you may have to come through and pull your cow count occasionally. But anyway, that is how the cow farm looks. I hope you've learned something. I hope I've taught you. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll address them when I see them. And until then, take very good care of yourself, because you are important. See ya. I wanted to leave you with a list of my inspirations. They are very special content creators, and I highly recommend that you drop into their channels and give them some time. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Sadly, our time together is at its end for today. If you've learned or had fun today, hit those subscribe, like, and share buttons to follow my gaming adventures. It's free, and it helps me to introduce and grow my channel. If you have comments or questions about what you've seen today, leave those comments in the comments section. Remember, kids read these comments, so please be respectful. Thanks again. See ya.